What other questions do we have? You actually have the best questions yet. Yeah, you were asking and then you.
Where are you finding a lot of your properties? Or is
That is
it-
a really good question. In places that cash flow. So, if I were you, I'd look in Durham. But your question was probably, where should I get it? Well, I heard of this awesome service you can sign up for $1,500, but they waive the fee, and I don't know what the heck it's called.
You're so
but they,
Connected Investors.
I want to know more about that because that sounds pretty cool. So I would absolutely say do that. In fact, I think there's even one woman in here that can teach you how to do it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wait, that's you. And
You walked
went
into
down
that one.
clearskytrainer.com. So another time. Whenever people keep asking me questions, I get tired of repeating myself, so I just write a newsletter on it. Oh, by the way, I have a free newsletter. It's right at the top. Click here, whatever. If you want in, great. And about the only thing we sell is our books. So we tell you where we're speaking and answer whatever is on my mind. If you want a specific question answered, email me. And within a week or two, you're liable to see a 2-page write-up of what the answer is. But yeah, I wrote on there 25 ways to buy real estate, and number 25 is talk to a realtor. Okay? But I told you about auditors auctions and share sales, and I have at least 25 ways that I have bought properties that you can do. Find a good area that's good for rentals. Don't buy what you want. Nobody cares about you, right? You want to get a house that's perfect for you, then you should live in it.
That's right.
What you want is to find out what you need is to find out what your customer wants, and then go buy that. Because I have a shooting range, I have a lot of acreage, okay, and I have one TV that doesn't get turned on half of the days of the year, and if it does get turned on, it gets turned on after 9 p.m. I also have a very large library and 3 fireplaces, because that's what I want. You know what my tenants want? A big screen TV in the bathroom. Right? So, create what they want. What is it you always teach? Short one?
The 3 steps to success.
Are?
Anyone from the kids class, help me out.
Ooh.
3 steps to success. What is it?
What's number 1?
Find out what people want.
Number 2?
Let's have somebody younger than her.
Go, buddy.
Go get it.
Go get it!
Get it. Woo! Love it. You listen, bud.
And number 3.
Number 3.
How about you? Find out what they want. Go get it.
Go sell it.
Give it or sell it to them at a profit.
He had it right here. Good job, guys.
What do you say? What's the third? What was the
Some of
third?
lessons.
What was the third? We didn't hear it.
Give it to them at a profit.
Okay.
Sell it for profit.
I learned that. I'm not going to say where I learned it because it's a kid's class. But it was from billionaire Bill Bartman.
May I ask a
In
question?
Orlando.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
So, many people in the room probably guide their kids' spending because they're the only source of income, right? So for you guys, this is a little different. So how do you ensure that like spending doesn't get out of control or teach proper spending habits?
I don't think it's appropriate or right in any way. It's either their real estate and their money or it is not. I do not have the right to tell my son that he can't buy a Ferrari when he turns 16. However, I have explained how I thought I was a great driver when I was 16. And how I totaled my first almost in pickup truck. I got my first wreck 56.5 hours after I got my license, and totaled my first pickup truck 8 days after I bought it. And yeah, and thought I kind of encouraged him that maybe buying a smaller, and I drive a Porsche and a couple of airplanes, but I also have 2 Nissan pickup trucks. So he's been learning in the 2005 model and the 2019 that is actually a lot bigger and harder to drive. But, you know, he's like, yeah, I think I'll get the Nissan Frontier. His idea, not mine. But yes, I encouraged him. That's a very good idea. Takes less gas, a lot easier to find a parking spot in a smaller pickup, and useful. That being said, by the time he's 18 or 19, if he wants a ridiculous car, he's got the money to buy it, right?
Love it.
But how did I get him to that point? The jars. He still has baby food jars. See, that's how old they are, since they were babies. That we got these little Gerber containers or whatever, and all the time they got money. Oh my gosh, I forgot. We have a picture of you. I forgot you did that. I was just looking at the pictures. He's up on T. Harv Eker's stage, Secrets to the Millionaire Mind, in front of 1,000 people. He's like 5. And he's there in his business suit, and everybody thinks he's all cute and stuff. And they call him up on stage and hand him $100. And he has to separate it into the different jars. And that's their ritual every morning at this course, is to separate money into the jars. So we designed a jar system because that one is like 60% for necessities. Okay, 5-year-olds don't have necessities.
Is it in the book?
Right? But they do need education. And if you think that they need to learn how to tithe or give, then you should have a give jar. And maybe you're going to your local church on Sunday and they do it there, or maybe they see something on TV they think, oh, that would be nice to donate to. But I think that it's important for them to learn a little bit about that. And obviously they have to have some, long-term investment money. Yeah, I bet I still have what percentages of the income we used.
I bet I could do most of them from memory. So
I know fun is 20%.
yeah, we
Oh, gotta have the fun jar, totally. Why else would you want it?
investing or whatever crazy name you had for that was 50%. Long-term savings was 15%. Give was 5%. And I think actually fun was 25%. Am I missing something?
So there you go, that's pretty close. And we have different term, for adults, obviously. But yeah, growing up when you don't really have, especially before 16, you don't really have expenses, you don't have a car, you're not paying rent. That was really good. And from the time they were born, any money they got, they separated into those jars. Did you have an education in there? Because I know that was one of them.
Education was,
But yeah, definitely education and investing money. And you should always set that aside. But they always did that, and now it's just second nature. That's what they do.